Now more on our other top story. Day one of the LAUSD strike. Classes canceled for some 420,000 students through Thursday as union employees call for higher wages. Today, thousands of demonstrators rallied outside LAUSD headquarters. With more, we are joined by Austin Beutner, former superintendent of the Los Angeles Unified School District and also the founder of the nonprofit Vision to Learn. Mr. Beutner, thank you so much for being with us tonight. We wanted to get your perspective, especially because you know this situation better than anybody. As we are finding out, both sides are going after the other, saying you're being misleading, you're not being honest. Who is telling the truth here?
Yeah, well, let's give it a little context, because it's not that long ago, school employees, the same people who are fighting for an increased wage, provided meals to the Los Angeles area, 140 million meals, largest food relief effort in our nation's history. They made sure every student in their family had computer and internet at home. They provided COVID tests and vaccinations for the community. And here we are with record revenue in the school district, record surplus. Yet some of these essential workers average about $25,000 a year in pay. Who can survive in that in Los Angeles? So they're fighting for an increase in wage. It seems to me with record revenue, the district ought to be able to afford to take care of those who have helped the community so much just in these past few years.
So you're saying that basically, what, the district should give them what they want? You know the budget. Obviously, you're not in there right now, but you know a lot about the budget. In 2019, I know it was a bit of a different situation when the teachers were asking for more money and you were in that seat that now Carvalho is in. What's different about this? Yeah, well, 2019, you may recall all of the wage terms, all the economic terms were settled before the strike. So that strike was not about what was a fair wage for a teacher. That was agreed before the strike. Here, it's a money strike. It's about what's a fair wage for essential workers, in effect, the working poor in Los Angeles. And I think it's high time we took care of people who work in schools. And I've seen firsthand how they go above and beyond the call of duty each and every day for students and the families that they serve. And with record revenue, record surplus in the school district, I think they can go a long way towards meeting what the union is asking for. Right. As you said, I'm not in the room, so the specific details, of course, I refer to the school board and the superintendent as to what they can actually do, but I think this is high time to get this done and get people back in schools.
Where does the dwindling attendance that I mentioned earlier in the show, where does that fall into place in terms of negotiation? Because there were, at some point, several years ago, more than 700,000 students. Now, as we report, 420,000. Superintendent Carvalho expects that number to get even smaller with a loss of some 30% more, I think is what he said, over the coming years. So that dwindling attendance is fewer dollars for the district. So then how can they pay out more money?
Well, you're looking at a contract which will last 3 years. I think when you look into the future, lowered or lowering numbers of students is really a societal issue. It reflects declining birth rates. It reflects the high cost of living in the Los Angeles area. It reflects decisions some families made during the pandemic to live and work elsewhere because they can work remotely. So that's something we as Los Angeles as a whole have to address to increase the school-age population in Los Angeles. There aren't kids hiding at home. They're in school if they're living in Los Angeles. But there's plenty of money today to take care of people who work in schools and make sure they're doing the best they can for students who are in schools today. What the enrollment is 3, 4, 5 years down the road is a different issue to be addressed, I think, at a different time in a different way.
Before we let you go, I want to talk about what you're up to now. We want to put some information up on your screen. Before serving as superintendent, you founded Vision to Learn, which is a nonprofit which provides students with easy access to eye care. Folks can get involved at visiontolearn.org. Real briefly, what's the most important thing to know about this?
We make sure every child has the glasses they need to succeed in school and in life. And if I told you about 1 in 4 children will naturally need glasses, whether from a family with means or a family struggling to get by, and most children in low-income communities don't have those glasses, I think you'd agree with me that's a problem that ought to be solved, and we're out there solving it. Vision Learn has provided eye care to more than 2 million kids across the country in low-income communities, and almost 400,000 of them with glasses. And I'm proud of the work that our team is doing across the country to make sure kids go to school with the glasses that they need.
Almost 2.2 million children have received eye care because of Vision to Learn. VisionToLearn.org, again, for more information. Former LAUSD Superintendent Austin Beutner, thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Marla, Alex, thanks for having me.
Yeah, really interesting to hear you basically saying the union has it right on this one.
Well, I think they do. You know, I saw, and we cannot forget how we all got through COVID. The meals, the COVID tests, the computers. And Los Angeles schools were the only school district in the country, major school district, that saw increases in test scores, both reading and math, 4th and 8th grade. The only one. That's because essential workers kept the community safe, kept the focus on teaching and learning, and schools and children benefited.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing your perspective. Still ahead.